Hey, this is Nevin with Discada, and this week on the Discada, we're gonna burn you. Don't go away. Hey, welcome back. This is Nevin with Discada, and this week is a very special episode. We're bringing in a very, very highly recognized sponsor, and this sponsor is BURN Digital Magazine. Lois is with us with BURN Magazine. Welcome, Lois.
Thank you.
I'm going to take this here. BURN Digital Magazine is a brand new, well, relatively brand new, digital media format magazine that's going to educate you on everything from chilies and sauces and cooking techniques. What else am I not covering?
BURN is for lovers of peppers, smoke, and sauce. So we're going to be talking about barbecue. We've got do-it-yourself features. We've got recipes, gardening tips, anything that you'd like to have as information for cooking and working with chili peppers.
Well, what we're going to do for this episode here is we're going to talk a little bit about the difference between what Discada actually is and an actual cooking disc. Now, a little bit of history here. For generations and generations, people have been cooking on old plow discs and using those as a method of cooking. Now, somehow, some way, people have accidentally taken the term Discada and affectionately called the cooking disc a Discada. So Lois and BURN Digital Magazine is going to help us basically clarify what the difference is and what Discada is.
Right. Well, the disc actually originates from the disc harrow, which is a kind of plow that farmers use. They used it back when they were pulling them with horses. They use them now using tractors, and it's a way that they turn the soil for cultivation. And when the disc wears out, it has to be replaced. They take it apart, and there's a whole series of these vertical discs that they're left with. So they plug the hole and weld it shut, and then the farmer ends up with a cooking disc. And that's the origin of the disc, which is called the disco. Then the discada is actually the type of meal with a whole bunch of mixed meats grilled along with vegetables and seasonings that is cooked in the disco. So you think of the disket is the thing that holds the disco that holds the discada.
I love it. That's a good interpretation of that. So now we're going to go ahead and take our disket and teach you how to make discada. So Lois, I've already got the burner on high.
Cool.
I'm going to go ahead and, if I can have some vegetable oil, let me squeeze that, seal that for me real quick.
Mm-hmm.
So the discada, now there's many, many different ways of preparing discada. Some of the different ways that people do is with many different meats. We're going to start off, we're going to use flank steak, we're going to use sausage, we're going to use some chorizo, and we're going to use some bacon.
Right.
I'm just wiping this down with the paper towels.
Yeah, this meal is meat lover's heaven.
It is. So I'm just taking paper towels with a bit of oil and I'm just cleaning up that disc again real quick.
Mm-hmm. This cooking method originated in the northern Mexico states of Coahuila, Durango, and Nuevo Leon. Then it spread into other parts of Mexico and then went on into the southwestern United States, where we are seeing it done right here.
We're starting off with the bacon, and we've cut up the bacon pretty good. She's slicing probably in about half-inch wide pieces. Mm-hmm. So we're going to let that bacon cook up pretty much all together by itself. And when that's done, we're going to move that off to the side, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to add in the sausage. So while we start cooking this thing up, Lois, we're going to take a section and we're going to get into the Ask Nevin Anything section of this episode.
Great.
This week's question for the Ask Nevin Anything section of the episode comes from not only George here in town, but several people from all over the U.S. that attended the Fiery Food Show. Now, as you know, during the Fiery Food Show, the BURN Digital Magazine was released, and with the stuff that we had done with BURN Magazine with the Discada giveaway, we're getting a lot of emails asking how do we subscribe to get this information and get this awesome magazine. Lois, what is the best way for people to get subscriptions?
Well, because BURN Magazine is all digital, the best way to subscribe and to take a look at it is to go to our website, www.burn-magazine.com.
You'll also find a lot of different links on how to get there through the Discada website. Also look for our social networking, our Facebook, our YouTube, our Twitter, all that kind of stuff. You'll find more information on how to get to this awesome, awesome digital magazine. So BURN for the lovers of peppers.
Smoke and sauce.
Love it. So now that we covered that question, how to get access to the Burn Digital Magazine, how to subscribe, where to find out about it, we got the bacon just about done. So we're going to go ahead and start adding in some of the other meats. So we're going to go ahead and start off with some chorizo here.
Okay.
So we're going to add the chorizo to the bacon. Now, optional, you can go ahead and drain the bacon grease if you want, or you can keep it all in there. I'm going to go ahead and leave it all in there. So I'm going to add the chorizo and start cooking that up in here.
Looking good.
Now I'm taking the bacon and moving the bacon up to the outer edges of the disc.
Right.
So now still keeping it nice and warm and still continuing to cook a little bit while the chorizo goes. And the chorizo is probably going to take about 4 minutes or so, maybe 5 minutes, because the disc is so hot.
Yeah.
And because it has all the bacon grease in already.
And one of the great things about cooking on the disket is you get the benefit of cooking with iron, like with a cast iron skillet or anything. So you get some of those iron molecules, and it actually gives you the benefit of that through the food.
It's another thing to learn. Burn Digital Magazine.
Learn it from Burn.
Now, the Burn magazine has lots of different information. They've got recipes. You may find videos that are linked into some of the articles. Right. You'll find different articles on food and people. And
we've got freelancers all over the world who are writing articles for us. Our next magazine issue is going to have something about one of our people, Rick Brown, who went to Australia, which is the #1 barbecuing country in the entire world.
Is it really?
Yep. United States is actually third behind South Africa and Australia.
South Africa? Mm-hmm. That's something else I learned.
Yeah.
Better stop teaching me. People are going to say I learned too much.
Just a little taste of all the things you can read about in Burn Magazine.
Now, how often does the magazine come out?
It comes out every month at the beginning of the month. It was actually started by our publisher, Dave DeWitt, who's also the creator of the National Fiery Food Show,
right.
The Scovie Awards. He's called the Pope of Peppers. He recently appeared on Martha Stewart.
That's right.
And taught her a little bit about chili peppers. So he's the man.
And he sure gets around.
He does. He's busy.
Now, how does that work with the digital magazine? Is it something where you log in from one computer and you have to use it at that computer?
You actually subscribe, and you get an access code through email, and you can use that on any of your digital devices. You can look at it on your iPhone. You can look at it on your iPad. You can go to your home computer. It's really easy. We don't lock you out of anything. You have unlimited access once you're a subscriber, so it's really convenient.
So you can read about it anywhere you go and take anything with you. Well, this chorizo is cooking up pretty good. I'm going to move this up off to the side again. This is the chorizo. We got ham around the edges. We got the chorizo here. So that's cooking pretty hot. Let me go ahead and add some sausage here real quick. Again, back into the same deal here. And then while we do that, Lois, when I start cooking that, I'm going to take an opportunity here, and we're going to get into the Spotlight Disket. This week's Spotlight Disket is a special one. You'll see in the picture here that we came up with the Dos Chilies design because of what we did with the Burn Digital Magazine release and the 23rd Annual National Fiery Foods and Barbecue Show. We decided to put a new design together for you guys. It's got the 2 chilies, and we actually went through and detailed them. So you had 1 green chili and 1 red chili. Now, most of you that you were watching the blog, or you guys were watching what was happening on the Burn Digital Magazine website or the Fiery Food Show newsletter, and then also at the Fiery Food Show itself, we actually gave away 3 diskets through Burn Digital Magazine for the event.
Yeah, everybody wanted those too, believe me.
They were hot items.
Yeah, no kidding.
So you can see the Dos Chilies disket design by going to the pattern section of the website, or you can also search through several hundred other different disket designs. So now that we have the opportunity to see this week's Spotlight Disket, the Dos Chilies that we did with Bird Magazine and the National Fire Food Show, we're back to the Discada meal that we're cooking on the disket. We've already got the bacon, we've got the chorizo, and we've got the sausage. Now we're going to move this to the side, and we're going to have that flank steak. Now the flank steak is being cut up into about 1/8-inch wide strips.
You ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you're in.
Look at that. So now we're cooking the steak in here, and as this thing, the steak starts to cook up, when that's just about done, we're going to go ahead and add our vegetables. Well, first we'll do the jalapenos, then we'll add the vegetables.
Yeah.
Let's do something here during this episode. Those of you that are watching on our cooking show here, the first 10 emails that we get sent to sales@disc-it.com, put in the keyword Burn Digital Magazine. You send that to us, the first 10, Discet's giving you a free 1-year subscription to Burn Digital Magazine. What do you think of that?
Excellent. That's very good. Well, and there's the other thing I want to do, which is everybody who's out in the viewing audience right now, who's here in our studio, is going to get a free 1-year subscription to the magazine as well.
Nice. Well, that's awesome.
I don't mean to steal your thunder.
No,
Nevin,
no,
you
no,
know.
that's awesome. Now everybody gets to read all this stuff. Now I'm not the only one learning.
That's great.
So now we got this flank steaks pretty much, it's almost ready.
Yep.
So we've got the bacon,
Right.
we've got the chorizo, we've got the sausage, we've got the flank steak. This is all done. So you know what, let's salt, pepper, garlic real quick.
Okay.
We've got some sea salt, pepper. I'm a pepper fan, everybody knows me. Thank you, Lois. And some garlic.
Awesome.
Now I'm gonna move this up off to the side and we're gonna cook the jalapenos in there. See if you can smell that and see that.
And I think we did about 4 jalapenos chopped up, right?
4 chopped jalapenos. How's that? Added by Burn Digital Magazine.
Gotta have the heat.
We're gonna cook the jalapenos up here just a little bit. And then when those are done, we're gonna mix all this awesome meat flavors together.
Don't forget the bell peppers.
What do we got? Green.
We got orange, green, yellow. We got some onion.
Beautiful.
Beautiful stuff. That's the healthy part. So you got to offset all the
I thought
meat.
the chili was.
Well, the chili's too. A lot of vitamin C in chili.
Is it really?
Absolutely.
that.
Oh yeah.
I go learn something again.
Yep. Tons of vitamin C in chili peppers.
Okay, we got to get more into the magazine so I
Yeah,
can
it's better if you
learn
eat them
more and
raw
more.
though. And if you want to, you can add things like lime juice,
Oh, yeah, that's
beer,
right.
other kinds of seasonings too. Just kind of whatever you want to do.
Everybody knows I like to cook with beer.
Yeah,
Sometimes I put it in the food
absolutely. At the same time.
at the same time. Good. Let's throw some veggies on there.
Okay. Pour them on.
Nice. Look at how beautiful that is. Red. Excuse me. Red, green, orange, bell peppers, onions. Now we're not going to cook the vegetables too long because we want the vegetables to stay nice and crisp. Oh, I can't wait to try this.
And then all this gets served with tortillas, and if you want, you can do beans
or some
all the
cheese,
other great
and put some
stuff.
cheese on it,
Cheese
too.
in there, yeah.
Well, maybe I'll get some tortillas on the ends. The thing about this, like you were saying, with the tortillas, we can put them around the outside of the disc.
And they just get warm that way.
Exactly.
Yeah, nice. And look at this, I just found some tortillas sitting right over here.
Perfect. Can you find some cheese?
See, can I find any cheese over there? No, I don't see it yet. I think it might be on its way, though. Ta-da!
Now, if you again, you've seen the episodes. Everybody knows me and my cheese. I love cheese.
Yeah. Can't have too much cheese.
Now, with the tortillas, I'm actually flipping quite a bit because you don't want them to get too moist from the steam because there's quite a bit of steam coming off of this. There we go.
Okay.
Now this is how to make discada on the disket.
Right.
Let's plate it. Let's see what it tastes
Okay.
like. Look at that.
Looks good.
Yeah, that smells even better. Look at that bacon, chorizo, and everything. Let's try that. Now, discada on the disket, cooking outdoors has never been better.
My turn. Good job, Nevin.
Disket. Now remember, the very first 10 emails that we get with the keywords Burn Digital Magazine sent to us at sales@disc-it.com, you're going to get a free subscription for a whole year. So first 10 emails come to us, get you the magazine. What's the website again for that?
www.burn-magazine.com. And everybody in the audience today watching us cook is going to get a free 1-year subscription as well.
Disket.